from Memphis, Tennessee.
How do you do?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Hi.
Hi. Can I have a seat?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It's just a little bit about yourself.
Well,
From there.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I've lived here all my life, and I went to the School of Performing Arts, which is called Overton High School, and I majored in dance. When I graduated from high school, I started dancing at Libertyland, performing there for 2 seasons, and then I started my own dance team, Memphis Dance Force, and for the last 10 years I have been Demonica Santangelo.
Is this your first Miss America pageant, or have you been here before?
This is my first national.
And so what are you thinking so far?
I love it. It's the best.
Are you learning a lot?
Yes, I've learned. I learned a lot my first prelim, which was Mid America, and then it got more deeper, you know, as I went along. It's actually made me a stronger performer and entertainer. Going through this process, I'm really sad that it's almost over.
Well, it's not over yet.
Did you choreograph your number last night?
Yes, I'm a choreographer of. I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
I was just curious whether or not you choreographed your number.
Yes, I
Or
did.
someone else do it.
Yes, I did. I'm a choreographer by heart. My dance instructor is Eric Henderson, former Janet Jackson dancer. He's been in a lot of her videos, so that's my inspiration.
How did you pick the number that you performed last night? How did you prepare for it?
Well, I started after Mid America. My talent number that I did for Mid America was really dark, and I wanted to take it into another direction for the next preliminary, just so that I could, improve everything and actually be more free with my craft. So I decided to do Janet, because I love Janet, and If is my favorite song, and the choreography is wonderful. And I decided to mix it up a little bit because a lot of people have done it before, and I wanted to put a twist on it, and make it my own kind of. Just give people something new to see. We worked about 5 months on this number.
What makes you happy?
Dancing and performing. I love, even if I weren't a female impersonator, I would still be performing because I love to entertain people.
The gown that you had on last night, how did you choose that particular gown to wear?
I love stones. I love the sparkle. I love, I want to be a star, so I want to shine like one when I'm on stage. And that dress just really captured me.
How much do those earrings weigh?
Oh, I don't know, but my headache afterwards was really bad. My ears hurt a little too.
Are your ears pierced?
No.
So
they're
those
not.
are clip-ons?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
What do you think sets you apart from the other 49 contestants that are here?
I really don't think that, I think we all are unique in our own way. I think that everybody has something different. That's what makes this competition so important, because there's so many different types of female impersonators. And I'm not, you very rarely get to see on a regular basis this many different types of performers in one setting. And I think that what sets me apart from everyone is that I love to dance, and I love to work hard, and I love to, I can stay in the studio for hours until, I'm a perfectionist. So I just love hard work. I think, I think everybody does. I think we're all different.
You noticed that a judge has done something inappropriate. How would you handle that?
Well, I would definitely contact the right people to talk to, which would be Larry or Terry, whoever was in charge, and after the pageant, talk to them about it instead of doing it during the pageant, because it's too hectic right now to deal with any kind of problems right now. but I would talk to Larry and Terry about it.
Symbol of excellence, what does that mean to you?
It means being the best, being the best at everything that you do, putting forth an effort and putting putting other people's thoughts and ideas into perspective instead of just going into your own and becoming the boss of everything, bringing something to the table and being good at it.
I'm sorry, is there another contestant here that you think would make a good Miss America besides yourself? If you were in our shoes?
Yes, I love Charlie Collins. I think I've competed with her twice, and she has always been very pleasant and nice and helpful too. So I think she's great.
It's always good to hear contestants talk nice about each other.
I love
It seems to be going fairly smoothly, don't
Yes,
you think?
everyone is really nice and kind and patient.
Long days.
Yes, but I'm having a great time.
Good. That means we've got about a minute left. Is there anything you'd like to tell us that we haven't touched on, or would you like to ask us?
Well, I would like to tell you what I would do as Miss Gay America. I would like to, there's a big racial divide here in Memphis, and I would start here. I would start by trying to bring the community together, and because I don't think we should take a step backwards. I think we should take a step forward, and that's important to me. And that's what my platform would be.
Good. I'm glad you shared that with us. We enjoyed it.
We wish you luck.
Thank you so very much for
We will see you
talking
later
to me.
on, all right? Take care now. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
You
You have
guys
fun.
have a great afternoon and don't get too stressed out.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Elkins. I'm contestant number 9. My stage name is Victoria Barrera Jaymes. And may I sit down?
Yes, sir.
To give you a little background on myself, I am 30 years old. I'm from McLean, Virginia, which is a little suburb just outside of Washington, D.C. on the west side. I grew up in Ohio in a very, very small farm community, about 14,000 people. It's grown a lot over the years with different factories and things going into the area, but I've been there. I was there, 25 years before I moved out of Ohio and came to Washington, D.C., and I've lived there for the last 5 years. And to give you more background on, say, my competitive experience, I've competed most of my life since I was about 8 years old in equestrian events with the horses, and I do jumping and dressage, and I compete in that sport, and I still teach, and I do compete every once in a while, but it's not as heavy as I used to. I also did figure skating for about 4 years, so kind of similar experiences in the pageant world and those sports, just because they're very subjective. And I graduated from the Ohio State University with a degree in journalism, and I currently work as a stock photography company as a photo researcher. So basically, companies come to us and look for photos for, say, ads or publications, even newspapers and Newsweek, those sorts of magazines, and I really enjoy it. And can I open it up for any questions that you might have?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a big, impressive resume. How many years, is this your first year in the pageant? Or?
Yes, it is. Actually, I competed last year at the Miss Gay DC pageant, but this is the first year for me being at the national pageant.
And what do you think so far?
So far, it's been a very good experience. I haven't felt stressed, or I have a really good team with me that has really kind of prepared me mentally for what I'm going to go through. And honestly, I was expecting it to be a lot harder than it really is. Of course, there's still some nerves there from being new and not quite knowing what's going to happen, but everybody's just really chipped in to say, hey, you need to be here, you need to have this organized, and it's just kind of lining all your ducks up in a row and knocking them off as you go along.
Good way of putting it. Thank you.
Did you select your Bob Mackey gown?
Actually, that is a gown that a friend of mine had worn at a pageant about a year ago, and I really liked that gown. It just really lit up on stage, and going from, I had a choice of 2 gowns. It was that gown or another gown that was a little more slinky, form-fitting, but just not quite the glitz of the Bob Mackie. So I decided on that one. Both of them fit me well, and just that was my preference for the night. I think that, to me, it was a good choice.
What makes you happy?
Really what makes me happy, the most happy in my everyday life is I really enjoy teaching. I teach kids, adults, riding lessons for horses, just because that's more my forte, you know, as far as my everyday life. That's what I really enjoy, the horses, and I've got the most experience at that. So to see one of my students really do well and progress along, that's probably the thing that makes me the most happy, you know, in my life.
With having your biggest night of competition last night over with, today, would there be anything that you would go back and change about last night?
I would say the biggest thing that I would change, I was a little nervous when I came out for evening gown. Not so much, because I've already been on stage. But I don't think really there's any way to prepare yourself for the nerves. I just got up there on that platform and I was like, okay, this is it. And I went out there and I was just a little bit stiff, and I felt it as I first took the first couple steps. And then I was like, okay, I can do this. So after I got about to the first point, I was okay.
Do you have a good support group within your family?
I really do. My parents are, one's a doctor and one's a teacher, and they've just really tried to instill in me, you know, certain values that I carry in everything that I do. And they're always very supportive. They're always there if I need something. They're always there if something goes wrong in my life, you know. They just really, it's nice to have that to fall back on. I'm a very independent person myself, but to know that that's there if I ever need it is just, you can't put a price on it.
Have they ever seen your alter ego perform?
They have a couple times.
And
It's very shocking for them because they're from such a small community and it's a very closed group. They don't quite understand it, but they know if it makes me happy, and they know that I've done a lot of theater and things throughout my school days and college and things like that, so they kind of equate it as that sort of performing, which to me it actually is, because it's not that I want to be a woman, it's portraying a character and being someone completely different and just really entertaining people, so they kind of understand it that way.
You have siblings?
I have one brother. Nothing like me at all. He's very tall, physically and, you know, personality-wise, he's kind of quiet. I'm a little more bubbly and outgoing. He's just kind of more closed off. He's not a performer. Or he's just kind of always been the quiet one, as opposed to me.
You mentioned you were a journalist. Are you writing for a newspaper or?
Actually, I graduated with a degree in journalism. I did work at a television station at one time. I did a lot of writing and a little bit of reporting, but I just decided that life wasn't for me, because when you're a journalist, your career is your entire life. You get up at 5 a.m. and you're up till, you know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and you don't have any kind of other life. It's your job, that's it. So after getting into it, I decided that's really not what I wanted. So I went another path.
So you're performing and doing shows until 1 instead?
Right.
You can't do
I don't
both.
do it during the week, though. I can't do that. There's no way I could do that.
What's your favorite part of the competition?
My favorite part of the competition, for me, I think solo talent is probably my favorite category, just because I really just like being up there on my own and not having to worry about anything else. A lot of times, you know, even my talent, since it was a solo talent, I was up there by myself, but in a normal competition, I'm going to have dancers and props and things going on, and it's just a lot of stress going on around you. So for me, I like to just be out there alone, not have to worry about anything around me, and just do my thing. So I guess that's my favorite category.
We have about a minute left.
Okay.
Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you would like to?
I think one of my favorite questions that people have asked me in an interview situation is what I think maybe the biggest drawing point or thing that say the gay community could get from a female impersonator, like what my function would be. And my answer is usually the same. Of course, it's always to entertain people, but when you're in the gay community, there's a lot of social issues that you can bring up. It's not to lecture the audience, but you can always like bring awareness to a certain situation going on, whether it be the AIDS crisis or, you know, equal rights or things like that, and just try to get people thinking and involved. So I think that's a really good aspect of being, you know, in the spotlight a little bit. Gives you that platform.
Well, we wish you luck.
Well, thank you very much.
And we will see you later
It
on.
was wonderful
Okay?
to meet you
Nice
all.
to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
You might want to go out that door.
Oh.
I think it's easier.
It probably is.
That's where they'll be waiting.
It worries Vicky when contestants disappear in here.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Good, good.
I'm Steve.
Larry,
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thank
you.
All right.
Good, thanks. Well, my name is, watch the microphone, almost there. You're okay. Have a seat.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, my name is Juan Gabriel Minez. Stage name is Nicole Foxx. Was born 29 years ago in Brownsville, Texas. I was raised in Mexico. I've been back and forth most of my life, and I decided to just be independent. I decided that 10 years ago, and I lived in Mississippi. And I'm living now in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I've been there for 3 years, and part of a cast down there at the bar, the gay bar. It's called Splash, part of the show board too. And we do a lot of charity shows, you know, for churches, and we did one for the Katrina evacuees and all the kids too, the babies, you know, that didn't have any medicines or anything like that. So I organized that like 2 days after it hit New Orleans, and it was just devastating to see everything what was happening down there. I saw it on the news, and I was crying, and it just came to my mind that I should do something for them. You know, we're over here in Baton Rouge, and we're just laying back and all that, and I called some friends, some female impersonators, and I got probably about 14. So we raised a lot of money for that, and we got a check, and we took it to the Red Cross, and you know, they announced it on the radios. Splash Dance Club, you know, donated all this money.
Did you feel good?
Yes, it made me feel good. You know, a lot of people came to me and they were like, "We're glad to have you here." You know, I'm the only Hispanic or Latin in the cast, and they're very glad that I'm there. I just have a lot of ideas.
You looked like you were having a good time last night.
I did. I did. It's like a regular show for me, you know. I started 10 years ago in Mexico, actually. And it's just a regular show for me. You know, I was not even nervous when I was backstage or anything like that. They were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't have any props or anything, but I'm very secure and very confident in myself when I'm gonna go there, and just I'm always myself, you know. I think on stage I'm acting the song, and that's what I like to do. If I'm doing a ballad, you know, I like to just break down. Even if it's a sad song, I'll cry. I'm very, like, I'll get into it very much. If it's a funny song, kind of like last night, I just bring it up.
How did you choose that talent? It was
How?
very original. And
Well, she's one of my favorite artists, Bjork, and that song, I performed the first time like back in '96 on a pageant down in Mexico, and I won that pageant, and everyone was like, who is that? And I was like, well, she's a stranger, because no one knows her in Mexico. So everyone, I would walk in the bar, and they were like, shh, you know, doing all that stuff. So I did it for my prelim in Louisiana, and everyone loved it too, you know. It's just a funny song. I don't know. I'm very crazy, you know, and that's not what she does, but I listen to the song and, you know, all those things she does, and they come to, you know, I just imagine all that stuff in my mind, and they come out.
It's a very catchy song. That's why I did that to you. It's really
Thank
cute.
you.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Just life itself, you know. I'm always like this, I'm laughing all the time. If I'm tired, I'm not, but just seeing my friends happy, it makes me happy. You know, if someone's going through something, I get sad, or I'm always like behind them. What's wrong with you? They're like, nothing. What's wrong with you? And I'm always there. I'm very, I don't know how you call it. I'm very loyal to my friends, very honest. If something bothers me, I'll tell them straight to their face, you know. I like to be, I don't know, that's the way I was raised, I think. That's what, I'm like that, if that's how you call it.
There are 49 other contestants. What sets you apart from them?
Besides being Mexican, actually, I've never thought about that. What sets me apart from them? That's a good question.
Don't stress out, it's fine.
I'm just thinking about that.
What do you think would make you a better Miss Gay America than the other 49?
Okay, I'll understand it. What's I'm saying? Well, I was watching most of them last night, and I think we're pretty good actors. Cause I mean, I was just like going like this all the time. I mean, cause seeing everyone bringing their talent, what
Do
we
you learn
come
something?
here.
Does it help you learn something new that you can use?
I
to
like to watch
incorporate?
everyone. That's why I'm there. I like to get ready like in 2 minutes, and I was just watching everyone. I like to learn. I like to get tips from everyone, you know, either hair or dance or props or this or that. I'm always watching. I'm a good learner, and, you know, I was just backstage. I was by myself. Not backstage, but at the dressing room. I only came here by myself, and, you know, as I was saying, I'm very confident about me, and everyone had like probably 1 or 2 persons helping out everyone, but
So you're doing everything on your own this
Mhm.
week? You don't have any helpers or?
I mean, I'm very confident. That's what I was saying. I trust I kind of, if someone's helping me out and they're doing it wrong, you know, I like to be just like perfect. I like to come up perfect, you know? And that's about it. If I get chosen Miss Gay America, I would just go travel around the country, meeting some new people.
And you
Meet some new.
probably would need 1 or 2 helpers though, at that age.
Yeah. I mean, none of my friends couldn't get up from work coming, so, you know, I didn't freak out or anything like that, you know, just gonna go by myself, and I know I'm gonna do right, and that's it. I mean, I'm not a rookie on this, but I would just like to go out and have some fun, meet some new gays, lesbians, and show them what really a female impersonator is, you know, just an art. And, you know, they can see me right now as a boy, and they see me as a girl, and they'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know it was he, or something like that, you know, just to go out and show them what really is.
And
It's
our
hard.
time is almost up. Is there anything that you would like to ask us, or anything you'd like to leave us with before you're finished?
Actually, I'm good. I'm very. I think I'm very. I know what I'm doing. I usually don't ask questions. Probably everyone else asking before me, but just thank you very much for letting me be in this system. It's
You
my
have fun
first
the
time.
rest of the time, all right? Give us a shake.
Ah,
You're fine, you're fine. You'll come back here and sit with us for a while?
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll see you then.
Yeah, very good.
Good afternoon, Joe.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Great, nice to meet you.
Vicki, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, Joe, nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Watch the microphone behind you and have a seat. It's a trick there.
That could be dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Tell us just a little bit about yourself, and then we'll pick up from there.
Okay, my name's Joseph Allen Voorhees. I am 41, going to be 41 years old next month. I was born and raised in New Jersey. I've been living in Ohio for the past 17 years. I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters. My parents split up when I was young, and so they're halves. I'm self-employed. I do home repair and remodeling. It's something my father taught me growing up. I hated learning it, but I appreciate it so much now. It has just given me a wonderful outlet to be even more creative.
How did you choose your talent last night?
I have always been a fan of Gilda Radner. I grew up with Saturday Night Live. I love her movies. I loved all the characters that she produced. And lip sync is one of the things that I strive for. It's one of the things that is very important to me. You've got to be on it and look like the words are coming out of your mouth.
I think you proved that last time.
Well, thank you very much.
Did you build the set also?
Yes, the set I built myself.
It was good, it was very clever.
What makes you happy?
Being myself, being with my lover and his family, and just being out on stage, or even just being in the public eye with friends, having a good time.
Is he here with you?
My husband, yes. Actually, believe it or not, the Jane Curtin in my talent was my husband.
Okay.
And it was his second time in drag. That's a husband. I was like, honey, I need you to do this for me. He's like, I don't know. I said, I know you can do it.
That's very good. Very good. I'll ask a quick question for you.
Yes.
What is the symbol of excellence mean to you?
The symbol of excellence is someone who is professional, respectful of themselves and others, and willing to accept change and help others grow with the change.
Thank you.
If you had one word to describe yourself, what would that word be and why?
Creative. I'm always either designing costumes, or I'm building something, or working on a new character or new talent. I'm always doing that. I don't sit and watch TV. Actually, right now I'm in the process, in my spare time, I sit and I'm crocheting an Afghan for my mother-in-law. So I'm always doing something creative.
How did you prepare for the evening gown portion of the competition, and what led you to the gown that you wore last night?
The gown I wore, I bought from someone else, a former Miss Ohio. When she wore it, I loved it. I liked the styling of it, the coloring of it, and she said, I'm not going to wear it again. She said, it's just not me. And I said, I would love to buy it from you. And surprisingly enough, I didn't have to do any alterations to it at all. And gown is one of my favorite categories. I love the glamour, the sparkle, the elegance.
Is that the first time you've worn that gown, or have you just
No,
acquired it recently?
no, I wore it last year here.
Did you compete last year here?
I competed, yes.
Yes, okay.
I was first hauled into Ohio last year. It was my first year.
So how do you think things are going this year?
I'm much more comfortable. I feel like I'm more in my element now because I've been to the national level, and I'm just proud of what I'm doing. Very proud.
Seems to be running very smoothly too, don't you?
Yes. Oh, yes. And then Larry and Terry, I love how they're out talking with the contestants. They're right there if you need them. It's wonderful. It's bringing that family atmosphere back again.
How did you finish overall last year?
Overall, I was 27th. 27th overall, and first year I was very pleased. I was very pleased. I was one of the highest placing people from Ohio in the history of it. And a lot of the former Miss Ohios, I'd placed higher than they did their first year there.
What advice would you give to a newcomer who's just starting out in female impersonation?
It's a lot of work, and be yourself. Don't let people change you from who you are.
If you were to win this year, the title of Miss Gay America,